welcome to another Teacher's Corner. I'm Teacher Kirby, and today we're going to be doing what I'm going to call crafting for fun and profit. So, you've probably heard of people that make a whole bunch of money by crafting weapons and then selling them on the exchange. So, this is actually not a difficult thing to do as long as you know a few things. A lot of people are perplexed or confused by how you can make money doing this, and so I'm going to show you the biggest way people, or the easiest way people do that. So, first thing you do, of course, you open up your crafting window. Now, I've leveled up every crafting school I've got, and I've paid for the extra slots. So I have 6 slots available here. You don't have to have 6 slots, doesn't matter. You can have, as long as you've got whatever school you are crafting things with up to level 15. That's the important thing, because once you get it up to level 15, whatever you craft will always be, whatever you craft at Mark 2 will always be purple. And that's the important thing. You want to craft it at Mark 2 for a couple reasons. You can see here I've got all my crafting materials, right? Okay, so I've been crafting beams. The reason I craft beams, most people use beams, and so they're the most likely to sell. Alright, so I've opened up my beams. I'm not going to craft the omnidirectional beam array because that comes out at Mark 12, and as you can see, that's going to require quite a lot of materials. Some of them are high-end materials, so I don't want to do that. Okay, what I want to do is craft something that costs next to nothing. Okay, so I'm going to craft a Mark II. I'm going to go with anti-proton because that's generally the most popular. So I'm going to craft anti-proton Mark II. I'm going to click confirm. Now if you look, this only costs 1 focusing lens and 1 targeting interface. That is literally, these are 2 white components. This is literally nothing or next to it. Okay, so this is extremely cheap to craft. Alright, so I'm not going to put any catalysts because they're not going to make a difference. I already know I'm going to get very rare because I'm at level 20. Even if I were crafting cannons, let's say I want dual cannons, and I craft anti-proton, even at level 15 on cannons, I'm still guaranteed to get a very rare. Okay? And cannons, as you can see, also next to nothing. Even if I craft, and it doesn't matter what kind of cannons I craft, even dual heavy cannons, still next to nothing. Even if I do single cannons, still next to nothing. Even if I do turrets, they're still next to nothing to craft. Okay? So this is important to craft it at Mark II. This is why we craft at Mark II. You could, of course, if you don't want to do beam arrays, you could do beam banks. And again, same components. Next to nothing to craft at Mark II. This is why people craft at Mark II. Alright, so we're crossing our fingers we get something decent to upgrade. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, and what I'm looking for is modifiers. Okay, I want certain modifiers that people are looking for when they're looking for weapons. Alright, these are not good modifiers. I may have to go on the exchange and buy one. Yeah, looks like I'll have to go on the exchange and buy one. Alright, the other reason that we craft at Mark II, they only take 5 minutes to complete. Now the modifiers we are looking for, we want pen. The ideal is crit D2 pen. Obviously I did not get that. After that you want damage times 2 pen. Remember, pen is applied only at the time of crafting. Another combination you could upgrade, damage times 3 or crit D times 3. Also, any combination of damage and crit D is suitable for upgrade, but you will make a little less with those combinations. Now, you may be asking, okay, so I've got 6 failures here, so what do I do with them? If you have a combination of crit D and damage, you can sell it. It will sell for about, depending on what flavor beam. For example, phaser will sell for about 10K. Last time I looked, anti-proton was selling for about 50,000 for crit D and damage, depending on which you have more of. So it's not bad. Now these failures obviously don't have any combination of crit D or damage. So what you can do is walk over to a vendor and just sell them. They'll sell for just over 1600 EC. Now you may say that's not much. You're right, it's not. Alright, so because I didn't get any let's see. I want Alright, now because I want to make sure that I get what I want to show you, okay. Alright, so I have bought, as you can see, a few crit D2 pens. Now if I'm lucky, some of these will go the way that I want. Okay, so now the second part of crafting for fun and profit is the upgrading. Alright, so I've got 5 beams that are crit D2 pens. Now I want them, when I upgrade, to go to crit D3 pens. So I'm going to use my Omega because it doesn't cost, whoops, help if I put things in the right place. I'm going to use my Omega because it doesn't cost anything, any dilithium to use it. And I'm going to put, because I want my research chance to go as high as I can, I have some extra research points accelerator. So now my chance is 30%. Now if you'll remember from my upgrade video, this is the other reason that we craft at Mark II. This single upgrade will get me all the way up to Mark 8. Okay. And upgrade and claim. Now my goal is to have it turn. Yes! Perfect. Best possible outcome. Now let's see if we can get it to turn epic. Yes! So this is best possible outcome, and of course I claim it now. So we spent under 3 million on that item, and now I can put it up on the exchange as is, spending one single upgrade on it for 35 million. Okay, so if you don't want to craft, you can simply buy it off the exchange with a turnaround like that. Okay, now not every weapon is obviously going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to sell this for 35 million. You can see I've got some others on there. Some failures up there, that's fine. I want that on the exchange. Alright. So as you can see, that was obviously best possible outcome. Now, does that happen all the time? No. So this is, as you can see, a combination of crafting and upgrading with a bit of luck. And you're just going to keep upgrading until it runs out. Cross your fingers. Well, I am certainly lucky today. I can't believe that luck. 2 in a row. But of course this one did not go epic. So, even though you're tempted to keep going, don't. Don't spend another of your resources on it. Because even if you don't spend any more resources on it, well, look at that. There are none up there. I can put this up here for my own price. I'm going to say 15 million. Just because I can. See if that sells. You don't put another bit of resources into it because you don't know how much it's going to take to get it to go epic. Your resources are much better spent upgrading the other 2 or 3 that we have here. So now as much as you're looking and going, oh my gosh, it always goes to what she wants, trust me, it doesn't. I have gotten, there we go, accuracy. Now that obviously was not the modifier that I was looking for, because I want it to go crit D3 pen, but I'm going to keep upgrading it until my upgrade runs out. And even though it did not get the mod that I want, we're going to see this is probably worth something. This is still worth 7 million. So even though it didn't get the modifier that I want, I'm still going to make EC off of this, even though I bought it instead of crafting it. So I can put this up, and I'm going to at 7 million. And this is the way, this is one way you can make quite a bit of EC. Now I'll be honest, I had the EC before, but that's okay. Alright, and we go again. And of course, well, there we go. Crit D2, Crit H pen. That was a very fast upgrade. And it went to Epic. Yay! I always like it when it goes to Epic so early. It does mean I'll be able to get more EC out of it. There we go. And let's see. This one will go for 6 million. So still a net profit. There we go. And of course, last one. So I spent under 4 million each for these beams, and I ground the Omega Tech upgrades. Oh, Crit D2 damage pen. That is the best modifier to get if it's not Crit D. And it's now Epic. That's a very good beam to have. Alright. And now we're going to search 12 million. Not bad at all. Alright, so I put it up and still a net profit. And that is at Mark 8. If you, of course, wanted to take it up to Mark 14, remember that will cost you more resources, but you will get more EC out of it. Okay. So, this is crafting for fun and profit. You can craft. It will take you, I'm not going to lie to you, it will take you quite a bit of crafting to get the modifiers that you want. I would only turn over or put resources into Crit D2 pens and Damage 2 pens. You could also do Crit D3 and Damage 3. Those will get you a lot of EC as well. Those are the ones I would put resources into if you're crafting on your own. If you have the startup EC to buy them, just buy the Crit D3s or the Damage times 3. Or sorry, Crit D2 pen and Damage times 2 pen. Oh, my brain is... words, can I speak them? Okay, so again, Crit D2 pen, Damage times 2 pen are the best ones to start with. You can also use Crit D3, Damage times 3. I would not put my resources into anything else. Okay? When you go to upgrade something, one upgrade, one research accelerator, that's it. When that runs out, put nothing else into it. Okay, so you're going to sell it at Mark 8. Cut your resource. Cut your investment at that point. Sell it and lather, rinse, repeat. That's how you make profit by crafting. Alright, so this has been crafting for fun and profit with Teacher Kirby. Hope you learned something here. You can hear the discussion of Teacher's Corner live every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the Pilot Review Show. I hope to see you there.